Have you ever received a piece of advice that it sounded good initially, but as you started to take action on it or, make it work, you realize, hey, this is bad. This is bad advice. Corporate culture is full of bad advice. I mean, this advice sounds smart, but it secretly drains us. And you've heard these 1,000 times. I'm going to go through some, but put some in the comments, right? Work smarter, not harder. That one, that one irks me the most. Fake it till you make it. I tried that one. What about this one? Your work speaks for itself. Here's the truth. These cliches are traps. They reward over efforting. Yeah, I don't even know if it's a word. I said it. Giving too much effort, over efforting, under resting, and pretending you're fine until you finally crack because all the while you've been quietly cracking inside. So today we're going to unlearn these cliches that got us here and replace them with practices that actually help you thrive without losing yourself in the process. I'm Sophia and I help driven women in corporate climb the ladder without burning out. So let's hop to it, right? Work smarter, not harder. Yeah, the problem with that one, it sounds empowering, but in practice, it became the do the same amount of work, but faster. It's like the faster you go, the more you get piled on you. A lot of times people mask these in productivity hacks. Yeah, how do I work smarter on this? Well, let me just be more productive. And then in doing so, you do become productive, you do become more efficient, but that time savings, you use it just to do more work. No, speed does not equal power. Your strategic thinking, that's what you're about. You're about strategic thinking, not about output. And that's what makes you valuable. And I used to pride myself on turning projects around in record time. Give me an unrealistic deadline that you committed to as a manager that's in a time crunch and you want to look good. Give it to me. I can make it happen. I can find just the quickest hack or the quickest shortcut to get us where we need to go. And then I can work on the back end to get all of the individual tabs in the true Excel model to work. So that way, by the time we go to launch, by the time we give that real presentation, we're good to go. But guess what I realized? I realized that all I'd proven was that I could take on more. And who did that help? Yes, it's great to help my company. It's great to help my group, but I was burning myself out. My reward, even more work and less recognition. I don't want that for you. I want you to work slower. Okay. I want you to be more strategic. I want you to protect your time for deep thinking, not just fast doing. In fact, blocking 20 minutes, like just twice a week, you could do this. Yeah, I want you to do it this week. Block 20 minutes in this week, just, 2 different days, just for thinking time. No email, no Slack, no, I'm going to just doom scroll. No, I want you to use this time to ask, hey, what is my highest value action that I can take this week? What energizes me? What will truly move the ball forward for this week, for my end of year goals, my mid year goals? Take a step back and just reprioritize because when you're so just laser focused on work smarter, not harder, your world gets smaller and smaller. And that's when you start acting like a machine. Just give me more. I can take on more. Are you ready for the next one? Come on, you're ready. In fact, if you could relate to the work smarter, not harder, just give me a like or a thumbs up in the comments because I know I'm not the only one that feels this. The next one, fake it till you make it. It teaches, in my opinion, it teaches women to mask insecurity with performance. The more you fake it, yes, I have it all together. I don't have any questions. The more you disconnect from yourself. Yeah, confidence doesn't come from pretending. It comes from small, real wins that build trust in yourself. And for me, I love Scandal, the show Scandal. I would channel my inner Olivia Pope and tell myself, it's handled. I got it. No problems. I was the woman who always had it under control. I had the killer outfits, but on the outside, I looked unstoppable, okay? But on the inside, I was running on fumes. I was faking confidence. I was faking survival. So let's lead with authentic alignment, right? Instead of performance or performance theatrics, right? The more you own your voice, the more others trust you. And I'll give you another example. Sometimes your manager taps you on the shoulder and says, "Hey, I want you to take this role in this other team. It's going to be great for you." Is that what you really want to do? Do you really see value in that? Is that really going to get you to your ideal goal or your ideal role or ideal work-life balance? If it doesn't, why are we going to fake it? That's what I mean by being true to yourself. And each week, I want to challenge you just to write down three things you did well, big or small. I want you to train your brain to to recollect and collect real evidence of your capabilities instead of relying on a mask. So for me, instead of seeing Olivia Pope, I want to see Sophia right there in the mirror, killing it, or Sophia who has room for improvement, or Sophia who really isn't feeling this role and is honest about, let me get out of this. Let me find something else that works. You ready for the last one? Yes, I know you are. It is work speaks for itself. Let your work speak for itself. Now, this cliche, it convinces women that grinding quietly will earn you recognition. Yeah, keep doing great work. People will see it. But in reality, this silence keeps you invisible, while others who advocate for themselves get ahead, right? Why? Excellent work does matter, right? But so does visibility. And if you don't speak up for your work, someone else will, and they will get all the credit. I think there's another video where I talk about the five worst roles in corporate, and all of them have to do with invisible labor. Sometimes you're the person who's, leading the workshops for the team or doing secret team building. But you're hoping that someone will see that invisible work that you're doing and will recognize it. They won't, not unless you speak up for yourself. And that's what I'm talking about because those promotions, they go to people who aren't necessarily doing more work, but they're telling a better story about the work they did. So that's why I want us to start seeing the work that we're doing because that was my wake up call. And yeah, your work doesn't speak for itself, you do. Leadership means translating your effort into impact that others can see. I know you want a micro habit. You're saying, Sophia, this makes sense, but how do I turn this into a small step that I can take today? All right, I got you. At the end of every major project, I want you to write two-sentence email to yourself. Yep, I know. Write a two-sentence email to yourself and email it to yourself. And some of us who are pretty savvy, you can do a time delay. And I wanted to say something like, here's what I accomplished, or here's the impact it created. Simple, clear, and powerful. I want it to be top of mind for you so that way when you walk into your one-on-ones, you're not digging through a bunch of notes like, I know I wrote it down somewhere. I know they saw it. No, it's front and center. It's in your inbox. You see it. Which one of these cliches have you been living out? Is it working smarter, not harder? Is it fake it till you make it? Like, what am I missing? In fact, type one in the chat if there's something that you know that always irks you, because let's unpack it together. And then I want you to think about one micro habit, just a small habit that you can try this week to unlearn it. Now, if you're ready to stop living by outdated cliches and start leading on your own terms, let's connect. I want you to join my masterclass. It's 60 minutes of mindset shifts and practical tools that you can use now. Or bring me to your workplace. Let's say you got to figure it out. I could host a workshop because when women thrive, corporate culture shifts for everyone. We're talking about leading yourself so powerfully that everything around you shifts. Hey, did you subscribe? You like this conversation? Let's keep it going. Subscribe. Come on. Did you subscribe?